Welcome back to the show, everyone. Today we got a fascinating little topic. Can AI take over the world, destroy us, be our masters? Maybe, but there's some obstacles in the way. Check this out. So, if you guys haven't heard, there's a site called OpenAI.com. You can go there, go to ChatGPT, and actually have a conversation with AI. If you haven't done it, it's nuts. I'm trying to keep the video short, so I'm going to leave the link in there if you want to go create an account and ask some questions. But just look. Like, it's designed to sound like a human being and interact with it. It's nuts. It's nuts. This has already taught children in Africa. What about that stuff? And it learned from the children that interacted with it. That's even crazier. Also, we got our Skynet has went live in a McDonald's in Dallas Fort Worth. You're being completely served by robots. Let's just hope they can keep the damn ice cream machine going. What do you say about that? Come on, AI, you can do it. But this is part of it, right? Everybody was protesting wanting the 15, 20, $25 an hour for a restaurant. There's only so many cheeseburgers you can serve in a 24-hour period, and it ain't going to be enough to pay everybody $25 an hour. So, what is easier? To buy a Killbot to flip your hamburgers and serve your milkshakes. Let's just hope you don't ask for extra ketchup. You're going to see AI and blockchain take over a lot of these spaces. Software engineers, lawyers, insurance agents, a whole host of those. And it's not going to be in 5 years. It's going to be 10, 15 years from now. But this article, I'll leave a link in here. It just says yes, maybe, but not so quick, right? Thank God the nerds have been preoccupied, so this thing hasn't went full Skynet yet. They're building sex dolls with AI. That should prevent the takeover for at least a couple years until they get these things fully automated. This is what I was talking about earlier, right? Leveraging AI in Africa. if you want me to leave the link for the AI sex dolls, I might do it. But leveraging AI in Africa to accelerate progress for children. This is the AI teaching the children and the AI learning from the children. And guess what? Kids can get on ChatGPT and ask their homework questions. Everybody's like, well, Mr. Beefy, when I was in school, we had to study. We had to do all it the hard way. Well, yeah, guess what? We didn't have ChatGPT too. I wouldn't have used it, right? Of course you would. We'd have used Google if we had it. The dynamics are changing. Adapt or die. And I'm going to leave, and there's a lot of school systems and stuff like that. A lot of teachers' unions will fight this heavily. And that's the reason why I say we're going to put this off as long as we can. Because there's a lot of unions and stuff like that, teachers and lawyers and a whole host of things that's going to be, their professions are going to be drastically impacted. We can put them in the Congress and Senate. At least they'd have a. I'm going to leave a link here. This is an excellent video on Real Vision on AI. It's very spot on and shows how far this stuff can go and how average people like you and I will be impacted. Now, how eventually it will impact us in every time we buy a cheap good made overseas and we need customer service, we'll probably be speaking with AI. When you call in to have a phone issue or whatever, it's probably going to be AI that answers it. There are probably going to be some AI integrations at schools and stuff like that with homework assistants and stuff like that. I mean, it's going to impact every part of the life, and it's also going to impact, I'm sorry, girls, guys, OnlyFans, because you're going to have people that's able to copy you, use your voice, and have a fully AI conversation with somebody. Like, it's going to communicate, and guess what? It's going to look just like you, and it's going to get down to the privates. So how do we stop all this stuff? Like our invasion of privacy, our identity, who we are. How do we do all of it? The only hope we have is blockchain. I hate to say it that way, but it's the truth. It is a public ledger that keeps everything on file. So eventually you will have a blockchain identification card or block or whatever. You may be assigned your own block. It will have all your medical records in it, who you are, your social security number, everything, right? And it can only be accessed by you with your key, right? That's the only hope we got. If not, we're going to be pretty much copied in sometime in 10 or 15 years. So shoot, they could probably do it right now, to be honest with you. Thank God for those artificial intelligence sex dolls, or the nerds would have already took it over. All right. With that, Beefy out. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, like the video. It helps a lot. Smaller content creators like me, it's really hard to bust the algorithm. And on top of that, Mr. Beefy's kind of getting ripped off by a few other YouTubers. Not cool. So if you like the content, like the video, join the crew, subscribe. I'll never show you nothing. I'll never try to make a dime on you. With that, have a good weekend. Beefy out. See ya.